so surprised how easy you could win money. Because let me tell you, right? So I just read this article, which we're gonna talk about Starbucks later on. But a couple years back, I don't know if you remember, Starbucks had this lawsuit where these two black guys were racially profiled.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
and
talked. I don't know if
no,
we
didn't
talked
talk about it.
on pod, but
I know we didn't talk about it because I
Yeah.
didn't know. Apparently, these niggas, I gotta call them that. I just got to because I'm upset with them. They went to court, could have won a lot of money, and they settled on $1.
why?
$1, and I guess to also have whoever was being racially and whatever
Insensitive.
fired. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I didn't know that. That is very upsetting because there are very, very few situations in life where you go up against a very big company with a lot of money who will pay you a lot of money to just settle it. And to find out you only took $1 when we're owned acres and a mule, it's kind of ridiculous.
And so here's the thing that's even crazier about that story. And this, yeah, you're right. We didn't talk about this. I remember talking to Kylie about it. But so what's even crazier about that, I didn't know that that's what they asked for, but them asking to have the person in charge fired, they did fire the person directly in charge and their boss. And their boss countersued Starbucks for $28 million.
And won. That's what I was getting to. I'm
so stupid. And she was white. Bro, they literally allowed a white woman to make more money off of their situation.
And she literally said, I'm suing because I got fired because I'm white.
Well, yes, exactly.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And
wow.
Which full
That's
disclosure,
crazy. Everybody's
kudos to her.
stupid. Yeah.
Kudos
well,
to
yeah,
her.
not her. She's great.
She made a
Good
bag
for
out of
her.
that because it's just what you do in those situations.
Why would you?
Because Starbucks having to go on a whole "we're sorry" campaign was them admitting guilt. So she was able to be like, "See, it wasn't my fault. That was just company culture." But
that's crazy.
Again, good for you. I'm sure after taxes you might be left with a cool 14 mil. But girl, I wish I was in that position. You know what I mean? My boy.
Nah, man. at her position, I can almost guarantee you the settlement was like, yeah, no, you're not paying me that all at once. You pay me over the course of the next 10 years.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah,
they shave less taxes off all at once every time.
I keep telling everybody that. The minute you win a large lump sum of money, ask for it in increments.
Yep.
Because it can only tax what you're getting. They can't tax what you ain't got.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Future me is a millionaire.
Yeah, absolutely.
However, right now when I'm getting taxed, it's at a middle class level. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna be like, yeah, you guys can pay me a cool $200,000 of that a year until we reach 27 million. Mm-hmm. Oh my God, you'd have me for life.
Yeah, bro.
Oh my God.
Listen. So again, kudos to her. I'm not even hating on that. Obviously, she's a terrible person. You can't be out here racially profiling anyone. But she made a bag.
And that's the thing. She didn't. It was her subordinate.
Yeah. Whoever made the bag made a bag. What I want to address, though, is, when we're dealing in some situations, morality doesn't really exist, right? Obviously, take that however you want. Take that with a grain of salt, whatever. But when I'm in a position where I'm just chilling and you want to come out of your way and ruin my day, I am not walking away with $1.
No.
Not when it's Starbucks.
I'm ruining your day.
And I don't even want to ruin anybody's day. I really will. Look, we can keep this cool. We ain't got to do no press. I don't even have to say, well, that's Starbucks. Just write the check. We can keep it that simple. I'm never going to tell you, no, what I want is for us to all move forward as a group. I'll take $1 and no. Because you know what you can do? You can take a $28 million check and really be an activist.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I mean, big dog? You could really take that big check and really do what you got to do with it then.
That's insane to me.
Taking $1 and it's not about the money. It is about the money.
Yeah. Why you wouldn't be in this situation if it wasn't about the money?
Yeah.
Like, what are we
you think
talking
we're just
about here?
in this courtroom suing each other because it's not about money? You don't think Starbucks would have lost a lot of money if they got the reputation of being a racist company? It's extremely about the money. You know what I mean? And again, if we're talking morality, if we're talking morality, what's more? What is there a bigger morale than me getting a bag and feeding the community? Is there?
I have no. Yeah.
And there's two of
I'm
them.
like-
they could have each gotten the bag
I
and
think that's
both
like-
been an activist.
That's like the most discouraging thing that I've heard today. Like, I'm like,
A
man,
fucking dollar, bro?
really?
I got
Anyways.
that. You know what I mean? That,
Yeah, bro,
I think
I
that's
would've
what's
given it
upset
to
with
you.
me.
The manager themselves would have given it to
yeah,
you.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
they would.
At that point, go home. Do the whole news run, but go
Yeah.
home. There's no lawsuit.
I'm just mad.
Yeah. So again, obviously, to each their own, and I'm sure they had their own reasons that I don't agree with. To only take $1 and let Starbucks go about its way, but man, you know, it's one of those things, right? You see the caution wet floor sign, and you go, Obviously,
One of my favorite videos was like I think it was at a restaurant. This person like walked by a puddle of water and like tapped it, tested it, looked around, and then just like intentionally slipped in it. And I was like, yes,
yeah.
this is the
Yeah.
way.
And this isn't me. I just want to make sure we're clear on this. I'm not giving any fault to Starbucks, right? Like, you do what you got to do as a company. That I will always understand.
Yeah, to a degree.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about it later. Obviously, there's semantics to it, right? But in that situation,
Yeah.
I'm not necessarily giving fault to Starbucks because I promise you they were willing to settle no matter what. They were racist or not. They were willing to write a check to make
You could have
happy.
said $100 million, and I can almost guarantee you they would have been like, absolutely.
No. I don't know about that. They probably would have been like, absolutely not. But I could give you 5, and even then,
I don't know, man.
Listen,
when you're
voluntarily taking a fucking $1 pisses me off.
you-
Is what I'm saying.
all I'm saying, bro, is if the regional manager is one white woman and she is able to claim racial profiling and get $27-28 million out of it,
I'm just
like,
saying.
you could probably have started at 100 million.
That's true.
Like,
That's true.
You started 100 million and they're like, no, we'll give you 50. 50, fine. Honestly, 25 a piece.
I'm right there with you. I hella agree with you. What I guess what we're both saying is you didn't even enter
even try.
negotiations. You just said, you know what, Your Honor. Could you believe that? Even the judge, I'm sure that day would have been like, these niggas are stupid.
Yeah, and I'm sure their lawyer also was like, and who's paying me?
Yeah, for real. That was because I know that was especially if that was pro bono. Excuse me,
We
50
won,
cents?
bro. Are you?
50 cents.
I'm taking all that, bro.
Yeah.
Be an activist.
What did you say earlier
you
about
won.
the guy who said 250,000 is really $2.50 for somebody? who got
250,000 out of $1 billion is $2.50 out of 1,000, and I'm like,
$1,000? Sure.
I'll take that still though. I'm
Yeah.
keeping that 250. Are you kidding? That's bus fare.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Oh my gosh. But anyway,
Man, that reminds me. We got once we get back to the $250,000, I have another joke.
that
But yeah,
I guess all we're saying is, all jokes aside, right? We are really joking. I'm sure there's a lot more we don't understand about the entire situation, and maybe for you that really was your calling because I'm sure the hood feels really great now that you only took the $1.
you really showed them.
You really did. Anyways,
I'm also like, what? I don't even have questions. Like,
that's so funny.
what do I even ask in this case? Were you like scared that if you took? Were you scared that if you took them for more money, you wouldn't be allowed in a Starbucks? Like, they're just gonna be like send out an
There's
all.
Dunkin' Donuts. There's also support
I
mom and
have-
pop shops.
I
Open up
have
your own coffee
nothing.
shop.
I have nothing. Like,
Yeah.
no questions.
Were you
Just
worried
like,
about going
okay.
back to the hood with that much money? Honestly, the minute you get that check, send an Uber to pick up whatever you got, whatever family members you got. And I do mean just family members, because at that
Bro.
point, buy everything new.
These motherfuckers are not from the hood either. If you got enough sense and money to make an activist lawsuit, you're not just straight
Probably
out of the
not.
hood, bro.
Weren't they kids just hanging out?
Not kids.
Not
no.
kids.
I'm pretty
Okay,
sure
just
they were
two
like,
grown black men.
yeah, just two black men.
It's just interesting to me, but
They
I
wouldn't
guess
have been
it-
arrested like that if they were younger. They probably would have been detained, and we would have heard something about their parents.
Maybe this is just showing character. Maybe I'm really a terrible person because I'm seeing money over opportunity to be an activist. But sure, I don't care.
All I know is if I want to achieve some of the things that I want to do, especially if it comes to changing the world around me, I need money.
Yeah, and you probably will not be able to do those things in your lifetime unless you're in a situation where you get a very large sum of money from a corporation that has it.
So
You know what I mean?
I dislocated my shoulder. I have been in the streets, like just waiting for somebody to try to inch forward too far in a red light or whatever. I'm gonna let them tap my shit. Oh,
Yo.
I'll re-dislocate my shit so quick and be like, it was you.
Keep rolling on flat ground.
Yeah.
No way. Y'all don't want to see this. No
They'd be like,
way.
yo, you're making it worse. I don't know. I don't know anything.
That's why I'll talk about it now. When I got in my car accident, which was traumatizing. I want to make sure that's on record.
Yeah.
I was able to get out of my car, and I was like, I could have sat in here.
Bro, I'm finding out now that if you get in a car accident, honestly, even if it's your fault, just stay in there.
Mm-hmm.
Let the airbags deploy on you and just sit there like,
You know what? I feel like you can't, though. That shit does not smell good. It makes you want to get out the car.
It does.
It really makes you, like, you legit cannot just sit in there.
Open the door then.
Sometimes we can't open the door.
No.
Crawl out the back. Anyway, no. But
Yeah, bro. Okay, but if you're trying to play like dead, you're like injured, you can't crawl out the back.
it's how far you're
you
willing
can't
to
crawl
go
out
for
the back.
Yeah, but my
you crawl out
thing
the back
is,
and
you
then
don't
act
really
like
know.
you spawned in.
I guess if I knew what I was inhaling, I might have taken it, but I don't really know if I'm trying to leverage lung damage
We out
for
here.
the bag.
We out here ingesting Freon for the bag.
See, that's what I'm saying. I don't even know what that is, and no. Anyway, moving on.